I ask why your plans. Person say you want send the go with papa's. You want send the go village. Hey, my plan is to send the rift to village. Moses. Yeah, I'm recording the session. I'm recording the session as usual. If you're not understanding anything, it probably means you're probably like very, very new to like maybe trading, and you are still very new to the concept of structure and liquidity. You're probably maybe trading support, resistance, and you know. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to like review all that we have learned so far. We're going to review all that we have learned. 1 minute, guys. Oh my God. Today's going to be a long day. Mr. Bubaka, the recorded sessions, they're all in the general discussion group. Just check in the sessions section. You see all of there are over a dozen videos in there, over a dozen. So um just start from the very first one. It should guide you. Start from the very first one. All right. Now, so this is very, very confusing. Oh, okay. So guys, yesterday I was anticipating this sell on B50. I had a sweep of liquidity here. I had a protected I. I had the structural liquidity here. So I was anticipating price to come all the way up here to sell. All the way up here to sell. But look at what V50 did. It ignored my entry. And then boom, 8 TP. So now it's going back up there again. And I'm going to wait to see what happens there again. But most times when price does this, I tend to be wary about it because it might just break up to the upside. I don't know why it does that, but whenever price tries to come back again, I'll just be, I'd rather be careful because it's unpredictable. Where's your PI in this setup we have up in our screen? This is your POI. Anywhere in between your structural liquidity and your protected I is your POI. Now, if I go to the 5 minutes time frame, I want to, look out for a supply level that price is most likely going to sell from. Um, Now, my reason for saying that this trade, I would be, scared to enter this trade again is because I'm not seeing any valid, I'm not really seeing any valid supply level that V50 is going to start selling from. Like this is the POI, right? Price is going to start selling from any supply level here. So let me see if we have one that has not been tapped into yet. Okay. I think this should do it. This should do the trick. This should do the trick. Perfect. Perfect. So now, guys, if V50 wants to sell, V50 is going to start selling from here. Price is going to come inside this supply level here. this last bullish candle before this sell-off, right? Now let's extend it. Let's extend it a bit. So this is what's going to happen. Price is going to come here on the 5 minutes time frame. I'll look out for a confirmation here and then possibly take the trade. You get it's going back there because look at what happened. Look at this sell-off from here. Price almost touched the POI, but it's ignored it, then came back down. So it has obviously created another liquidity here for us to be taken out. So this is inducement or liquidity, anyone you want to call it. Created another liquidity to be taken out. So this one, inside this blue zone, this is a different color. Inside this blue zone will be my next POI, my 5 minute supply level, which is going to start selling from. So guys, that is my POI for the whole stuff. Now, we've talked about market structure, right? We talked about market structure, price, giving us a trend, uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. I just want to assume that, if you're in the mentorship, I just want to assume that you already have basic knowledge about this. All right, you already have basic knowledge about this. Because if I'm going to start teaching one person from the very, very scratch, like the foundation of Forex, how to no now. Someone just asked for a refund this morning. He was like, well, say he used to trade support and resistance. Say this whole thing is no understanding. It's usually like that. It's usually like that because if you're trading support and resistance and you just come into this kind of advanced mentorship, it will be a rough ride for you because you need to transcend. You need to transcend from. You need to unlearn what you've learned to learn this new school kind of trading. That's just how it is. You need to transcend, and a lot of people are not ready to do that. So good morning, please. How do you do the top analysis again? Mostly from the 4 hour time frame. How to identify the trend. Now let's do um top the analysis on this. Why I was going for this sell. Look at what happened on the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, you can see price has been, selling on V50. It has been selling for a very long time, since 1st of January to 28th. It has been selling. So it won't obviously just start buying just like that. It's just like how I've been trying to buy V25 for like 7 times now. I tried buying V25 and I got burned. V25, yes. I bought the first time, I took a loss. Second time, I took a loss. Third time, took a loss. Fourth time, I took a loss. Fifth time, I took a loss. Sixth time, I took a loss. Seventh time, I took a loss. And me personally, I know that I am trading against the trend. Okay? I know I'm trading against the trend, and I just keep losing. Do you understand? So I'm not surprised. You understand? Because the trend is a full sell trend. You get, but I was trying to take a buy, which is completely wrong. So you don't want to buy, you don't want to be buying when the trend is going to the downside. Okay, you want to be buying when it's going up. Do you understand? Now you notice that this has also been giving you since the 4 hours time frame, this has been giving you a sell trend. It has been breaking structure to the downside. So what do you want to do? You want to be taking sells that have been breaking structure to the downside since 1st of January. That breaking structure to the downside. It just broke structure again to the downside recently. Broke on that structure. Let's go to the 1 hour. For those of you that don't know how to identify your trend, you simply just mark all these breaks. It's breaking structure to the downside, right? So now we have a sweep of liquidity here, right? Remember, this is the basic advanced market structure. We'll be breaking structure to the downside, giving you lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But the advanced market structure states that there must be a sweep of liquidity before price does what? Before price continues to its direction, which is to the downside. So I saw this, and price was here at that point, at the moment. So I was anticipating a sell from here. So price did this, went all the way up here, ignored my entry, and then sold off TP8. Now he's trying to go back there again, probably sell off from that supply level, then do this, take out liquidity, then continue to the downside. Go again, continue to the downside, take out liquidity, continue to the downside. That's how the advanced market structure moves. We've talked about that. Okay. So now you know the direction of the market. So this is the 1 hour time frame. When price gets there, and it starts selling, now you know that okay, price has started, price has gotten to the PY on the higher time frame, and now it has started, selling. So what do you want to do? You want to go to your lower time frame to start looking for sell opportunities till it gets to your TP. That's what we do. That's just all we do. Yeah. Now there might also be an entry here because this is obviously a sweep of liquidity, right? And this is the structural liquidity. We had a break of structure here. First break, we have a second break here. So this might just serve as, another entry. But price might be tempted to go all the way up. Yeah, this extreme entry here. Price might be tempted. Can we analyze currency pair? Sure, sure, sure. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Now let's go to 5 minutes. We're going to say supply level here in this POI. Okay, in this POI, we have the supply level here. So what might happen, what's likely to happen is price will just come into this supply level here. Sorry, into this supply level here and just wick it out. It will come here like this. It might just come here, wick this one out, tap into this one, then sell off. That's what price might do. Now let's go to currency pair. Currency pair GBP USD. Oh shit. I gave her the signal though. GBP USD sell. Yeah, sell on GBP USD. Although I wasn't in the trade shop because it did not come to my entry, but it sold off quite well. And a lot of people would have made good money from that trade. I haven't really been active in trading recently, sure. I'm just been busy. Hopefully this week is good. Hopefully. Friend, this thing has been misbehaving lately. Synthetic has been misbehaving lately. I have more win rates on currency pairs than on synthetics of late. More win rates on currency pairs. So this week I'm going to, stick more on currency pairs. Now, look at my entry. Like price did this, right? It sold off all the way to here, almost TP. But look at what happened. This was what price was supposed to do. Hey, I'm not yet sharing my screen. Sorry. Uh, can you guys see my screen? This is GBP USD. No, currency pair is actually sweet to trade though. Currency pair is actually sweet to trade. You get. And I like currency pair more because I tend to trade on the higher time frame and my stops are always at a safe place because I'm not trying to flip on currency pairs. You get. So Mr. Moses, send me a DM. Moses Matthew, send me a DM. Bro, you can actually start concurrency pairs. You can actually start concurrency. Now, this is the 5 minutes time frame. You see, price sold off from no supply level. Price just took out structural liquidity and sold off. But if you trace it, there was no supply level here. You get there was no supply zone. So, but this was my anticipation. I was anticipating price to come here Yeah. So that's why I wanted price to come. Like this is the most discounted, price you could get. Sorry, the most premium price you could get to sell from. You see, just a bit shy of this entry and it just tanked. So I said when price was still somewhere around here, when price was still somewhere around here, this is what I said. I said price was going to do something like this. Price was going to, it was here. It already fell down here. So I said price was going to, come back here and then continue to sell. But unfortunately, what happened? Price just, kept tanking, kept tanking, kept tanking. But it's all good. That I won't stay enter that trade until it comes to my 5 minutes. See, you guys don't know how powerful this 5 minutes supply and demand level is. Like, guy, you don't know. This has happened many times. Like I've seen it happen many times. I've seen price come all the way down yourself. But to do what? To go back to that 5 minute supply level and then boom, just tank. I've seen it happen so many times. You get that supply level is there for a reason. Okay. Price filled the fair value gap and took off. Yeah, it's the fair value gap. Yeah, that is also part of the whole thing. But me, I believe in supply and demand more. You get, because based on experience, because experience is the best teacher. Do you mark out your five? How do you mark? It's very simple now. Inside your POI, inside this your POI, just go to a 5 minutes time frame and then you see the last bearish candle, sorry, the last bullish candle before a massive sell-off, or the last bullish, sorry, or the last bearish candle before a massive buy. Yes. Then thank you. Inside that AVR, another AVR dey inside. Shey you get. That's just it. That's just it. Yeah. So inside your POI, there's another POI on the 5 minutes time frame. Now, which analysis should we do? Which pair should we look at? Which pair should we look at? Today we are supposed to be looking at is it not risk management and psychology? I think so. What pair should we look at? EU, EU, EU. Man, fucking EU. I hate EU. EU just dey misbehave. I see my the type E. Euro USD. Okay. CAD CHF. Now you see that EU wasn't. Now let's do our top-down analysis. Let's do our top-down analysis. Since we're intraday traders, let's start from the daily. Let's start from the daily. Mm, 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 mm. Wait, let me see. Give us new I. Give us new I again. Price is yet to take this out. So for those that don't understand, I'm trying to make the top-down analysis as basic as possible. As basic as possible. So what's price doing? Price broke structure. Price break structure where well. Price took out this low. Price it took out this low. Price it took out this low. Price even took out this low again. Hmm. Which means this should start a sell trend. This should start a sell trend. So this is more like a retracement. This is more like a retracement. You can see it started selling from here. Okay, so let's go to the 4 hours time frame. Now, price took out this eye, gave us a protected eye. Yeah. Then this served as a structural liquidity that price took out on the 4 hours time frame. You can see price took out this structural liquidity, tapped into whatever level was there. Then now it's starting to sell off. Where should be the ideal target? This should be the ideal target. This swing low here. This should be the ideal target. All right. This should be the ideal target. So we should be looking out for sales. Now, someone asked, when there are multiple supply and demand level on a 5 minute time frame, how do you know which one to pick? It's easy. The one you get a confirmation on, that's the one I would pick. I would mark out the 5 minute supply and demand level. I'll mark everything out. If it's up to 10, I would mark it out. Whenever price gets there and I see the reaction, most of the time, price will ignore the first one. Then maybe the second one above it or below it. Price might give you a reaction there. You get, if price gives me a confirmation on that zone, I will take the sell or the buy. Okay, if price does not give me, I'll wait for it to get to the next demand or supply level, then I'll take the buy, the sell. So now this is starting to sell. How do we know it's selling? It's creating new lows. Price is creating new lows, which means it's going to the downside. Which means it's going to the downside. Price is creating lows, going to the downside. You know, I told you guys about when price doing higher, lower, low. It means people are selling. So there are people selling. So price is selling along with it. You get. So that is it. That's it. So what do you want to be looking out for? We want to be looking out for sales. This is where price is coming to. So we want to, look for sell opportunities till this place, till price gets there. So let's go to the 3 hour. Now, in situations like this, me, I want to stay away because this just price ranging. So price consolidated here, and then it was broke structure to the downside. Now remember when I told you guys about when I was teaching you guys about basic structure, basic market structure and advanced market structure. I told you guys about uptrend, right? I told you guys about downtrend, right? You want to be taking sales in downtrend, you want to be taking buy downtrend. And I told you guys about ranging markets. When price is doing something like this, is ranging. You want to stay away. Once you see price do something like maybe boom, goes to the downside, then it starts giving you new structure to the downside. That's when you want to start taking a trade. Or if price does this, boom, to the upside, you want to start looking out for buys. You get, that's basically what's happening here. So price was consolidating here, then it did what? Boom, broke structure to the downside. Then now it's starting to break structure to the downside. So what do you want to do? You want to look for entries. You want to look for possible sell entries. And where was my sell entry? First, I want to look out for what's rule number one, guys. Rule number one is what?
Sweep.
Sweep.
Liquidity sweep.
Thank you. Sweep of liquidity. That's the first you want to look out for. Rest, if you can follow this system, trust me, I don't know why you won't be making money. Sweep of liquidity. And so now, this is the first I want to look out for. This is the most obvious sweep in the market. Yeah. Then price did what? Price gave us structural liquidity. This could also serve, but remember the highest high before the protected high, because now this becomes protected. Okay. So this is now structural liquidity. This is POI, right? That's POI. So what we anticipate, we are anticipating price to take out structural liquidity and then tank. Now, you know that GU and EU, sometimes they move together. They move together. So now EU has not even triggered for the sell. So it's most likely still going to like go up then sell. And GU might likely do the same thing because they're in correlation. So that's why I feel that maybe GU is not yet ready to sell. You understand? Because price still needs to, tap into the supply level and then sell off. What if the ISI before the protected I is less than 50%? Okay, you're saying something like this. Let's say there's a sweep here. The price does this less than 50%. Now, this is less than 50%. Would I want to take a trade like this? Obviously, no. No now. Because why would this be here and this? You get? Do you want to take a trade like this? Me, personally, I won't take a trade like this, but you are free or you can take it too. That is not financial advice, so, but you can take it too. Someone noticed I'm not playing Bedu this morning. Like I'm still on my bed. Like I like I'm on my bed right now. I've not even left my room. You understand? Whenever I'm, playing jam, it's because I'm in the parlor, but I'm still on the bed. I've not even gotten up from the bed this morning. That's why I'm not playing Bedu, I swear. Normally, I like play jam, yeah. But I'm just too lazy this morning. I'm so tired as hell. I just need one kind body massage. You know that kind of feeling when you just want me person use sledgehammer, break your body, like just bam, 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 break all your bones. That is what I need right now. Me, they just use sledgehammer, break my back. Ah, God, it's needed. It's needed. It's needed. So guys, I can't take this kind of trade. Please, I cannot take this kind of trade. I can. Jerome Jasper, you want say 5 years, give me, you be a show. Now show you be. See, you be a show. Either you be a show or you be gigolo. Which one? Choose one. 5 girls. No be one, no be two, no be three, no be four. Come, this guy, you be poster. Wait, safe. Now the reason now. This guy be poster. We are a poster. See, now you that they give all this kind of rule, eh? Where did they act? I beg. This is a class. This is a class. Please, please, please. Let's behave ourselves. Let's be. All right, guys. So this is our entry. This is our PY. Now let's see. Jesus, what kind of rubbish price action is this? That's why I don't like trading the 5 minutes time. Sorry, the lower time frame on currency pairs because it has stupid price action. So if this thing wants to sell, yeah, it's going to sell from here. Most likely going to sell from here. See, look at this. Look at this imbalance here. Now, this is already fair value gap. Me, I don't teach fair value gap, sha, but I know what fair value gap is. But now, price might want to come and fill this up, then sell from this supply level. Sell from this supply level. Let's change the color, right? You just see one long spike. They'll say it's news. To just come all the way up here, then start selling. We'll say it's manipulation. This happens every day. This happens every day. So, guys, someone is saying card CHF. Card CHF. Is it possible that GU buys and EU sells at the same time? It's very, very possible now. It happens every time. Card CHF. Very, very possible. Canadian dollars and Swiss franc. Card CHF. Armstrong Joseph. Nice one. Your hand done this strong. Your arm done this strong. Your name they follow your distance. Armstrong. I can see your setup. Your arm done this strong. Don't be lie. All right, let's do a quick one on CAS CHF. All right, daily time frame. Let's see. Let's see where price is coming to. So where price is coming from and where price is going to. Now, obviously, we can see price breaking structure to the downside. Breaking structure to the downside. I'm doing it in the layman's terms so you people can understand. Price breaking structure to the downside. All right. Price breaking structure to the downside. 1 minute, guys. Hello? All right, so guys, you can see how shitty this price action is. Price has been good. All right, guys, sorry about that. So now, this is the kind of market I've warned you guys to stay away from. You can see price doing this nonsense, ranging. Why would you want to be in this kind of trade? Why? It's rubbish. Unless price does what? Unless price breaks structure to the downside. Now we know that okay, sales are active. But now what the price do again? Price started ranging again. I don't really trade cash CHF like that because their price action is rubbish. So if you are trading cash CHF, you get mine shower. But now look at this. Price gave us a sweep here. Remember, price has broken structure to the downside, right? So all of this one does not concern. All these moves here does not concern you. Okay. So what happened? Price gave us a protected eye, which means this should be what? A structural liquidity. I mean, there should be a structural liquidity. Yeah, I don't know, sure. But let's mark this out. So let's take this out. All this one does not concern us. All this one does not concern us. So price is likely to do this because we are in a sell trend, obviously. Price is likely to do this on CAS CHF. So if you asked about CAS CHF, this should be your answer here. This should be your answer here. This should be a sell. So I will stay away from this kind of trades or this kind of price action. Then wait for price to come back here and then sells off. So this is CAS CHF. Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame to see. I won't be taking any trade until price takes out that structural liquidity. Until price takes out structural liquidity. Okay, now look at this buy entry. Structural liquidity, sweep of liquidity. Once you're able to see it, you can't unsee it, guys. That's just the truth. So now all of these are your POI. So what did price do? Price tapped into your POI and then it's heading to this structural liquidity next to continue selling. Okay? To continue selling because this would have been your TP for this trade. This would have been your TP for this trade. Yeah. Okay. So now price is going here to start selling from. So I don't know what you're seeing. Someone said on the 30 minutes time frame. On the 30 minutes time frame, let me see. 30 minutes time frame. This is the setup for the 30 minutes time frame. We are looking to take a trade from 30 minutes time frame. We have a sweep of liquidity. We have a structural liquidity here. Sweep, structural liquidity, price taps into your stuff. And then where's the target? This is your target here. So this is a very short-term play. This is like a scalp. Okay. I know someone else is saying, okay, there's a structural liquidity here. There's power, this thing, protected eye here. There's sweep of liquidity here. Right? I know someone is already thinking about this. But me, I like playing the long-term game on currency pairs. So this is still very possible. Like since it's a sell trend, so this is still very possible. But I would want to risk little on this trade. Now let me check the 5 minutes to see if there's a POI you can sell from. If there's a supply level. Now this doji can serve as a supply level. Well, we still have a supply level here, sure. So either this on the 30 minutes or that on the 4 hours time frame. Pick your poison. We have 1 minute left, guys. So either this, let me take this off. Because now we want to pay attention to the most recent price action. Based on the 3 candlestick formation entry, doesn't matter if the third confirmation candle closes above or below the second candle with a full body or a wick. A body. I would not advise the third candle to close with a wick. That's a rejection. It has to close with a body. All right, a body. It has to close with the body, guys. So card CHF, this is a possible entry for card CHF. If this does not hold, then the 4 hours time frame setup. So either this or this. Yeah. So that'll be all, guys. Next class, we'll treat risk management and psychology. Very, very important. So card CHF, this or this. Capiche?